Hello everyone, myself Dr. Dinesh Bhakkad. Today I am preparing this video for research methodology. Research methodology in commerce and management, research methodology in social science, or there are so many problems, so many researchers who could not complete their research work. That's why I am preparing this particular video. So have a look into my contents, starting with research introduction. Then we will going to discuss problem encountered by researcher in India. Then we will have a look into research framework. Then literature review, procedure of literature review. Then we will discuss stages involved in research process, data collection, most important aspect of research, data collection. Then questionnaire and its designing process. Questionnaire structure is also important. We will also have a look on that. Thereafter, data processing, tabulation, editing, that is data processing. Then we will discuss interpretation and conclusion. Finally, we will look into how to write a proper report writing concepts. Okay, so let us begin with this research introduction. Just close your eyes for a minute. Downwrite the word research to yourself. What kind of images does this word invoke up for you? Do you visualize a lab with scientists at work and test tubes? Or a character writing dissertation on some complex subject? Or someone collecting data to study the impact of a newly introduced daycare system? Most certainly, all these images do represent this different aspect of research. Therefore, research is simply the process of finding solution to a problem after systematic study and analysis of situational factors. That's why we are going to discuss research methodology, what kind of process required for literature review, or we can say for research. So these are some of my findings. For this purpose also I am recording this particular video lecture here. That is 15% researcher complete their research work within time limit. As per my study, 20% researcher get complete their work with extra time. 5% researcher drop out and discontinue their research due to family problem, office problem and other reasons. But the highest 60% researcher fail to close the research work. That is the major problem I have found. That's why I have decided to prepare a video. So in this video we are going to discuss how we can do a proper research and overcome from this particular problem, because in our country more than 50%, near about 60% researcher fail to close their research work. Means they have to fail to design their research methodology in proper way, or we can say they did not have their choice subject, or we can say they did not have collected proper literature review. That's why also they failed in their research work. So we also going to discuss these. So there will be some problem encountered by researcher in India. That's why they got failed. So my study, I have done a research study to finding out what are the problems. So these are some points of my study, and thereafter I will discuss what is the proper research methodology, so that we can overcome from these obstacles. So lack of scientific training in methodology of a research is great obstacle for researcher in our country. So main problem is research methodology. For this particular problem only I have decided to record this particular lecture here. Again, there may be some other problem also. Most of the business unit in our country do not have the confidence that the material supplied by them to researcher will not be misused. Means while providing data or while providing their annual reports on other thing, primary data or secondary data, the business unit didn't faith on the researcher, so that the researcher could not complete his work within time, or he dropped his research work. Then one more problem I have analyzed: research study overlapping one another and undertaken quite often for want to educate same information. So there may be overlapping with same subject. Many researchers in our country also fail to difficulty to educate timely and secretarial assistant. There may be some assistant required while doing research. So some researcher also fail or find difficulty to have some kind of assistance. There is also the difficulty of timely availability of published data from various government sources or other agency doing this job in our country. So this may also some in some situation or in some cases we can find that in form of secondary data from government sources or other agency, they could not find well in time the data, so that also they fail to complete their research. And there may be at time or take place the problem of conceptual and also problem relating to the process of data collection and relating things. So that can also be one problem. So first, research methodology is the problem, and the last one, data collection or processing of data. So for particular these two reasons I have decided to record this particular video. So let us have discuss research framework. So overall your research study, when you have decided your subject, you have finalized your topic, now research literature review is very important, because whole your research framework, or we can say whole your research process, is completely depend upon your literature review. So you have finalized your topic, you have a rough idea about your research problem statement, or you have draw some raw objectives of your research study. So now get work on literature review. Do a proper kind of literature review which can help you to formulate your problem statement in a final way, and also define your objective in a conceptual way. Then it comes to a methodology. Then you can find a proper methodology to conduct a research. When a methodology is discussed, there may be a research design, and in research design there may be sample size, data collection, or hypothesis testing. These three things related to respondents. Now what respondents will respond on your questions or on your data collection, it reflect on your results, and automatically your results will reflect on your conclusion, or we can say your findings or interpretation, and finally you can write further topics or future study topic related to your research subject. So this kind of research framework which you have to be in your mind while doing research. So let us have a look into literature review. It is essential part of entire research process and makes valuable contribution to every operational step. Reviewing literature can be time consuming, doubting, frustrating, but it also rewarding. It may be some cases it is frustrating, doubting, or time consuming, but you remember reviewing proper literature is always rewarding. Reward, it may be after in completing your research work, in completing your research study, in that sense also, there are some functions behind literature review. We can say bringing clarity and focus to your research problem, improve your methodology, broaden your knowledge and contextualize your finding. By this kind of functions, we can have a proper literature review. So, moving further, procedure of reviewing literature. It is also important here. Search for existing literature in your study area. Review the selected literature. Develop a theoretical framework. We have to develop a theoretical framework so that can be help to redefine your problem statement and your objective, and give a smooth lining to your research. Writing up the literature reviewed, that is also one more important, because in our report writing you must have to write your literatures, what you have reviewed you have to write. So writing of literature reviewed, it is also important thing here. So let us move to the stages involved in research process. Once you have finalized your topic, you have finalized your objectives and problem statement, we have done a proper literature review. So now you can define your problem in a systematic way, then planning a research design, then plan a sample size, sample, collecting data, that is also important, analyzing the data and formulating the conclusion and preparing the report. So this process is involved in research. We will discuss one by one on this. Data collection. Once the research design with outline has formalized, the process of gathering information from respondents may begin. Obviously, because there are many research techniques, there are many methods of data collection. When the survey method is utilized, some form of direct participation by respondent is necessary during the process. The respondent may participate by filling out a questionnaire or interaction with researcher. It is important that the data collection be constant in all geographic area, in all demographic area, geographic area. It is also important because data collection, while you are collecting data, it must be in all frame, in all demographic factor also. If the researcher express question incorrectly or record a respondent statement inaccurately, this will cause major data collection error. So while data collection, these two things also important: record proper respondent statement and proper record while data collection. Otherwise it comes to your data correction errors. Now in data collection there are two phases to the process of data collection. First one is pre-testing and the other is main study. Before collecting your data, actual data, you must go for pre-test, because it is very important. A pre-test phase using a small subsample may determine whether the data collection plan for the study is an appropriate procedure or not. It can be give an idea about data collection, actual data collection. Thus, a small scale pre-test study provides an advance opportunity for the researcher to check the data collection form to minimize errors due to improper design elements such as questions, wording or sequence. There may be many problems while collecting your data. There may be a stage when you have to redefine your questionnaire. So pre-test is very important. Additional benefit are discovering of confusing interviewing instructions, learning if the questionnaire is too long or too short, uncovering other such field errors. You may be forgotten some major field, important data which we have to collect. So this kind of pre-test will help you in defining proper questionnaire. Tabulation of data from the p-test provides the researcher with a format to the knowledge that may be gained from the actual study. Tabulation is also a one stage in pre-test which gives you idea about your actual gaining of your actual study. If the tabulation of data statistical tests do not answer the researcher question, this may lead the investigator to redesign the study. So this kind of pre-test is very important in research, because if the tabulation of data and statistical tests do not answer the researcher question, so what is the question behind doing actual study? Because your pre-test doesn't allow, your tabulation of pre-test doesn't allow you to answer your question. So this may lead to redesign your study, redesign your methodology, redesign your sampling and all. Now, data collection methods. The most important aspect of research is data collection. As we have understood, pre-test is there is also. So while collecting data, with the help of data, the information can be presented in such a manner so that the same may be useful for decision making by the manager or by the businessman. While collecting data, reliability and accuracy must be maintained. So in research, data collection methods, there are primary and secondary sources. In whole process of gathering information, the source of data must be taken care of very seriously. The internet could also serve as a primary source when questionnaires are administered over it. Nowadays we are in lockdown, and internet is our primary source because we are collecting our primary data, like sending questionnaire and collecting data from questionnaire. So internet could be our primary data also, and in other cases internet is always our secondary data. Now we will move to questionnaire. We will discuss on questionnaire. A questionnaire is a pre-formulated written set of questions to which respondents record their answers, usually within rather closely defined alternatives. Some questions may be alternatives. Questionnaires are an efficient data collection mechanism when the researcher knows exactly what is required and how to measure the variables of interest. Questionnaire can be administered personally, mailed to the respondent, or electronically distributed. There are so many options to administrate questionnaire: personally, mailing, we have discussed on that, and electronically distributed. The main advantage of this is that the researcher can collect all the completed responses within a short span of time. The researcher is also afforded this opportunity to introduce the research topic and motivate the respondent to offer their frank answer. So it can be an opportunity also to interact with the respondents. Mail questionnaire is also modern technique by which wide geographical area can be covered in the survey. Questionnaires are in common use in survey. It is necessary to know how to design them effectively. So now we will discuss on questionnaire designing process. The present guideline useful to beginning researcher in designing questionnaire. Although these rules can be help you to avoid major mistakes, the fine tuning of questionnaire comes from creativity of a skilled researcher. If your questionnaire is improper, your respondent may quickly answer to your question. So it will be reflect your skills and all. Questionnaire design will be presented as a series of steps. These steps are in next slide. I have given some steps to how to design questionnaire. These steps are interrelated, and development of a questionnaire will involve some interaction and looping. Have a look into the steps of questionnaire designing process. So in this, very important, specify the information needed, specify the type of interviewing method, determine the content of individual questions, what kind of content you want from individual questions, define the questions to overcome the respondent's inability and unwillingness to answer, decide on the question structure. There may be some structure of question, we will also discuss on that. Determine the question wording, arrange the question in proper order, that is also important, arranging question in proper order, appearance or get up, and eliminate errors by pre-testing. Have a look into the questionnaire structure. A question may be unstructured or structured. Unstructured questions are open-ended questions that respondent answer in their own words, that is called unstructured question. Have a look into these questions. What is your occupation? We can ask this kind of question as unstructured question. What do you think of people who patronize discount department stores? Or who is your favorite political figure? We can ask. So this kind of question comes under unstructured question. So structured questions specify the set of responses, alternatives, and the response format also. A structured question may be multiple choice or scale. Suppose, do you want to buy a new car within the next 6 months? The responses may be, or alternatives may be, definitely we will not buy, probably we will not buy, undecided, probably will buy, definitely will buy. This kind of 5 or 7, we can say Likert scale question. In this image you can see in the left side negative and in the right side positive, and options are strongly disagree, disagree, undecided, agree, strongly agree, like this. We have discussed on this research framework, and we have also have in data collection. In my next video I will discuss on hypothesis testing method, and we will also look into the proper method of literature review in my next lecture, in my next video. Because today in this particular video I have decided to give some idea about data collection, questionnaire structure, or we can say data processing, and some small definition of report writing or interpretation, like this, and what are my findings when I have done a research study. So that's why I have recorded this particular video here. So in data processing there are 3 things: editing, classification, and tabulation. Editing is a process of examining the collected raw data to detect errors and omissions to correct these when possible. And classification is a process of arranging data in groups or classes. It comes under statistics on the basis of common characteristics depending upon the nature or phenomenon involved. Now this is very important, tabulation, because it helps to interpretation or conclusion, reach interpretation and conclusion, or do a proper hypothesis testing. It will help you. It is the process of summarizing raw data and displaying the same in compact form for further analysis. It is an orderly arrangement of data in columns and rows. So these are some essentials or importance by which we can do tabulation. These are: it converts space and reduce explanatory and descriptive statement to a minimum. It facilitates the process of comparison. It facilitates the summary of items and the detection of errors and omissions. It also provides the basis of various statistical computations. So tabulation will help you in data processing. These three things you have to note down and you have to do while doing your research. Now come to the last part of my lecture. I will also come with some other topics which I have discussed: hypothesis testing, SPSS also, and literature review also. So in interpretation and conclusion, after analyzing of data, the most important task of researcher is interpretation of the analyzed data. This has to be done very carefully, otherwise misleading of conclusions may be drawn. With the help of interpretation, researcher can expose relations and processes that underlying his findings. So interpretation is nothing but his conclusion, researcher's conclusion. Interpretation means the translation of statistical result into an intellectual description. Now report writing. This is the last part of research process, report writing. Writing the report is the last and most difficult step of the research process. The report informs the others what one has done and discovered. The report also informs that what conclusion has been drawn from the findings. So this is important. This is all over from my side. If you like this video, give a comment, like my presentation, subscribe my channel. Thank you.